Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to the Security Summit 2018 by IBM in association with ETCIO and ETCSO.
This event happens at a very opportune time, a time when there is a massive debate on data raging across the country in many ways, not only in the country, but across the world. Data is sitting captive in every country, how each country defines the policies. The way they mine that data, they use that data will define who leads the data-centric economy in the future.
Attackers get smarter. They adapt. And if you're working in safety, if you're working in, typhoon safety, you never have to worry about the typhoons changing their tactics based on your defenses. But in IT security, that happens all the time. And the attackers adapt to what we do. They change what they do based on what we do. It's a never-ending arms race.
We believe that cybersecurity is very similar to the immune system of the enterprise. It is critical and imperative for it to work. And it's a very positive messaging rather than a messaging built on fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
What's your view? Where do you think are we lacking? We invest on products. Do you think we put in enough wood behind the arrow when it comes to investing on people and processes as much as we do on technology?
There is an intention to invest correctly in the mind, processes or tech. There is an intention.
Sure.
But then we have so many other issues which takes over the intention, and then I get back to I end up in making either a bad decision or a wrong decision. That's the intention is very much there, I find that.
All of us, and I think this came up in multiple discussions and every single speaker was talking about it, is the skill shortage. And AI and automation can potentially play a role. Milind, what has been your take on that?
It is practically impossible for any human eye to be able to scrutinize the whole event or all the events and come out with a summary of it or be able to correlate it to the extent of taking some action. So from that point of view, artificial intelligence, machine learning, these kind of technologies have to be there. But my concern is that it would also grow certain kind of an complacence. People would say that, okay, anyway, the algorithm is working. That artificial intelligence cannot replace natural intelligence.
Absolutely. And what has been your experience with orchestration? How has that helped you in managing a threat lifecycle on a day-to-day basis?
It's helpful in a range of areas, driving consistency, getting our teams up to speed on technical matters and so forth. And we do have pockets where we have deployed machine learning, where we have dabbled with automation. But the one caveat I would say there is, I think we have to be careful. I think a better approach is really to find the use cases first.
GSTN has really changed the paradigm of how tax structure is done in India. There is a lot of disruption in the market. What are you guys doing on managing such threats?
We still haven't got our act around it.
Okay.
90% of the organizations, very few people actually use it the way it's supposed to be used.
Okay.
Despite the fact that the technology is all there, it's really very difficult. And like you rightly pointed out, we haven't yet got our hands around how to manage the existing first generation SIMs, and we are suddenly tossed into IT systems that are about containers, that are about virtual clouds, right? OpenStack clouds. It's becoming a very, very difficult proposition.
So until what you've got, you've not exploited that and used that to its full and to its maturity. I think the new tools, you should look at them with a little skepticism and understand the utility before you start actually using them.
we all talked about ransomware, the ransomware coming from all sorts of places. Now that's one type of, attack which is there. But what else are we seeing?
See, the worst part is that the most serious things are not seen. I feel that we are making available a lot of functionality, but we don't even know whether it has been compromised or not.
We are generating a lot of data, and I feel organizations are not ready with the legal risk which is impending before them.
So there is a lot of technology that IBM is investing towards ensuring that when something happens, really goes through your protect, detect and response stage, and where you have to recover your applications or configuration data and systems. We need to invest into some technologies which can be well customized and orchestrated.